Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSG81 and I hope you have a great day today because we are going to do a review for this Spider-Man Miles Morales from City Toys. So as you guys can see, this is not the real Mafex Miles Morales Spider-Man that has been released quite a few years ago. I think the number is the same if I'm not wrong, but this is like a bootleg version of it, and you can see they even spell the mouse incorrectly. Okay, so this is how the box looks like, and I might have used the blade to cut through the package too strongly that you can see there is a line here. Not sure whether it's shown on the camera. Luckily it does not cut through the package and cut on the figure itself, so be very careful when you're opening up these packages because sometimes they do not put enough bubble wrap for the blades to go through. Yep. Okay, so at this side of the box you can see the mouse very nicely there, and at the other side is pretty nice as well. I'm sorry that I don't have the original ones to compare with. This is my very first one, which is why I gotten it. And at the back is a very surprising one because they no longer stick the big stickers on it for this Spider-Man. This is very good, and for your information, this is quite new. I mean, they just released it within this month. Of course, the latest one is the amazing Yamaguchi Agent Venom. Yep, that's the latest one, which I have gotten as well, but they have yet to ship my shipments. So I'm very excited to do a review for that as well, so do stay tuned for that. And you can see that the back of the box, finally we can see some very nice poses, all the accessory that it comes with as well. Okay, so anything else? Nope. So let's break him out. Okay, so this is the Miles Morales right out of the box, and I believe you do notice that I no longer show how I take him out from the plastic tray because this is my fifth City Toys. I feel kind of confidence on them already, so that's why I didn't show it. I believe they will not break upon taking out, but I do feel a little underwhelmed. What? Just doesn't feel as good as the rest that I have reviewed. Yeah, this feels a bit like a rush job because I can see, let's take a closer look. The body, some of the parts is not being painted nicely, even unpainted. I'm not sure if my eyes is failing me because I do see some of the linings are not being colored. Like here is being colored nicely, but over here you can see a lot of blank lines. I'm not sure again how good it is on the real thing, the Mafex, because I did not get that, but this one just feels a little bit like a rush job, and the plastic doesn't feels as good as well because somehow it just gives me a feeling like you can see there's some glossy part. Not sure how I feel about it. Just felt that in a matter of months it might turn sticky. This is my worries. Yeah, so you can see there's all black, and some parts of it do looks very glossy compared to other parts, like it's not even. And when I took him out, this legs is even looking like it's broken. I have to readjust it back. Luckily it's not broken. And let's take a look at the back, and this spider again, you can see there are some unpainted linings. Yeah, but I do like the symbols of it. This looks very cool. Yeah, you can see the butts area looks very matte, but the tights is all glossy. It feels very uneven paint even for the black part. And let's take a closer look on the face itself. You can see is there any unpainted line? Yep, there are a few there on the forehead that is not being painted nicely or even unpainted. Yeah, even for linings are here, it's not painted. Okay. So yeah, a little bit disappointed though after taking a closer looks right now, and the feel is not that good. This one just feels like a actual bootleg, not a CD Toys quality level. Yeah, this is like a bootlegs of a bootleg C. And next, let's move on to the articulation. I hope it doesn't break here, so we can look to the right, looks to the left, Looking up, yep, pretty good because his neck is an individual neck, and looking down is pretty good as well. So it's very flexible right over here, so you can turn his arm 360 degree. A huge butterfly joint, as you can see, an arm swivels, a double joint elbow. Yes, pretty good. For his hand, you can turn around going up and down. Okay, and then for his torso, there's 2 points of articulations, so you can just swivels. Oh, okay, this is very smooth. I kind of like this. And at the waist also is very smooth, and you can hear no squeaking sound. This is nice. I mean, they actually improve on this, not like the rest. You have a lot of squeaking sound. Oh, there's some squeaking sound as well. So I believe his leg can pull down. Yep, big movement there. Let's see how well I can kick forwards more than 90 degrees. Kicking backwards is just like this with the legs being pulled out, but without, let's see, also more than 90 degrees. Okay, and kick back is just slightly if you didn't pull down his leg. And there's no cuts on the tights for the swivels, but you can still do some inner swivels. There's a double joint knee. There's a little bit of squeaking sound when doing the double joint knee. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, I believe you can hear that. So for his leg, you can turn around, swivels around, going up and down, and there are toe hinges as well. Okay, so with the legs being pulled down, I believe you can do quite a good split. Yes, a perfect split. Okay, oh. Not to worry, it just pop out. You can just pop it back in, and you can even hear this popping sound, which is very good. Let's see how well you can bend forward. This is very good, and bending backwards is even better. Okay, not too bad. So for the articulation, I would say it actually shines on it. Yeah, as compared to the overall look, yeah, the articulation is pretty good. Next, we'll move on to the accessory. I will start with the hands as always. So he just comes with a pair of relaxed hands that's already on the figure, a pair of closed fist hands, a pair of thumbs up hands, or the hands for him to hold on to his webbings, a pair of web shooting hands, a pair of wall crawling hands, a pair of hands for him to hold on to his mask. He just comes with a pair of magnetic wall crawling hands, and also a pair of magnetic foots. As for the webbing, he just comes with 2 short webbings, 2 medium webbings, and 2 long webbings for web swinging. And he just comes with another mask interchangeable heads, which looks rather good. I kind of like this one a lot. He just comes with this unmasked head of Miles Morales. Wow, we look at that. I think he just being painted very nicely. I like his very smooth hair here. Yeah, you can see the lights being reflected off it. Looks very cool. With the unmasked head, of course, he just comes with his mask right over here, and I kind of feel that it's being painted quite nicely on this one. And lastly, he also comes with this stand. Just like the Mafex one, they also give a stance for him. Yeah, looks pretty neat. So as you can see, this CT Miles Morales does comes with quite a number of accessories. If I'm not mistaken, it's exactly as what Mafex has given us. And next, I'd like to try on the interchangeable heads, and let's change to this one here, which I think it looks pretty cool. Wow, there's a loud clicking sound. This is nice. Wow, kind of like this one more now. To change to the unmasked head, you need to pull off the whole thing, including the neck, because it does comes with its own neck, as you can see. So let's put it in. This is slightly harder than I thought. Okay, so it went in without the clicking sound, and my, will you take a look at that? This is nice. It does looks like the original, even though I don't have the Mafex ones, but I believe he looks exactly like this one now. And let's move on to some size comparison. I believe you guys are very interested to see how he scales with others. So I do have the Marvel Legends Peter B. Parker, and also this Miles Morales Spider-Man from the games. Wow, he looks really tiny over there. And next we'll move on to some SH figures. I do have this Miles from Across the Spider-Verse, as well as this Spider-Man 2099, which is also from the SH figures. And next we'll move on to some Mafex. I do have this Ben Reilly Spider-Man, as well as this Scarlet Spider. So I would actually assume that this original Mafex will be almost the same size as these two, because most of the Spider-Man are of the same scale. So you can really see that this city is really much smaller. And lastly, of course, I like to compare with City as well. So we have this symbiote Spider-Man, which is, yeah, it's almost the same size as him, just slightly taller. And also this Spider-Man 2099, which is also from City Toys. Wow, okay, so this is indeed much smaller. Okay, so for my final verdict for this Miles Morales from City Toys, I would say that it's a mixed feeling, because at first when I look at it, in terms of the overall look, he does looks like a rush job because a lot of lines are not being painted, and there is also a part which I just found out that it has a very bad smearing of paint. It might not be that obvious to some of you guys, but to me it's still a bad painting. But when it comes to the articulation, I think it is pretty good. I mean, it does have the smooth feelings of playing with it, no more squeaking sound, so this is an improvement from City Toys. So if you have missed out the Mafex Miles Morales like I did, I think this is a good alternative, especially if you don't want to spend a lot more to get that original, which Mafex have yet to reissue. I think this is a great one, even though the size is slightly smaller as compared to these original Mafex, but I think yeah, once you pose him in dynamic poses, you really can't tell much. So yes, once again, I do think that City Toys has done a rather good job, I would say, for trying to give us something that we have missed out. But I would say that if you already have the Mafex one, you can just not get this guy, because I do think the Mafex one is more superior. But if you miss it and you want something more affordable, of course this city is something you can look out for. This is not their best work, I would say, definitely not the best, but as an alternative, I think it still looks good. So once again, I do hope that you guys enjoy my review, and certainly hopes that it helps you to decide if you need to get this guy, and I'll catch you guys again in my next video.